are the show that's all about the South, and we are on a spring swing tour of the South. And we're on our third stop of our spring swing tour. We're in the Alabama Mountain Lakes. I'm John Rawl, and this is Y'all Talk with a Southern Accent. And we are definitely all over the 16 counties of North Alabama on this special trip, virtual trip, to the great state of Alabama, especially the northern end of it. And Malia was on earlier in the show. She's going to be back on, and she's with the Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association. And she's helped us right now bring on a guest that is definitely knowledgeable of the area, but she's got a dual role in the Muscle Shoals area. She represents the Muscle Shoals Sound Studio, and she's on today to talk about the GunRunner Boutique Hotel in downtown Florence. Judy Hood is on with us right now. Hello, and welcome to the Y'all Show's virtual tour of the Alabama Mountain Lakes.
Hi, John. It's great to be here.
Great to have you and great to see you. And you're actually at your other role there. You have the GunRunner Boutique Hotel, but you also right there at the Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. So what are we actually?
Yeah, I do. I handle the marketing for the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here now in Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. Can't you feel the vibe?
I feel the vibe. if you want to break out in song, feel free.
I don't think you want me to break out in song.
Okay.
I don't think.
Now reminder,
drinking early for that to work.
We're going to talk about the GunRunner, but I want to talk to you first, Judy, about Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. I'm a guy that, unfortunately for all of y'all in Alabama, or maybe it's fortunate, I didn't grow up in the heart of Dixie. So for those of us who aren't from the Shoals or from Alabama, we may not realize that you had more than one recording studio there in the Shoals area. You've got Fame, and then you also have this Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. What specifically would we recognize recorded where you're sitting there today?
You'd maybe Brown Sugar, Wild Horses by the Stones, You Gotta Move, or Sailing by Rod Stewart, I'll Take You There, maybe Staples, Still Crazy After All These Years with Paul Simon, several Bob Dylan songs. Willie Nelson did his whole Phases and Stages album here. Jimmy Cliff did Sitting Here in Limbo here. Levon Helm did some of his great work, and Delbert McClinton and Linda Ronstadt and Steve Winwood, and the list kind of goes on and on. If you Google Muscle Shoals, it's you're going to see a long list.
And again, that's just in the Muscle Shoals Sound Studio is what Judy's reeling off there. That's just one of the studios that you'll find.
Right, and there were lots of great hits at Fame too, which is where the Swampers. And I'm married to one of the Swampers. My husband is the bass player.
Yes.
For the Swampers. And so he got his start at Fame, where they did a lot of rhythm and blues. And then they later opened this studio in 1969.
So we have you on to talk about Muscle Shoals and the sound studio and GunRunner, but what's it like to be married to a rock and roll star?
He doesn't consider himself a rock star. It's really funny. He's really kind of quiet and shy, and he doesn't understand really what all the fuss is about. So it's a good thing he's married to a woman with a big mouth, because it falls to me to tell his story. But David loves playing so much. I mean, when he's not in the studio, he's at home playing and practicing. I mean, that's just that's his passion.
Well, he's got evidently a good passion for music, and he knows a thing or two about women, because he's got you.
Yes, he does. He's got excellent taste in women.
All right, we're talking with Judy Hood.
32 years.
Oh, congratulations! That's an eternity for people involved in the music business, for sure. So
yes, it is. You're exactly right. It's a rarity.
All right, well, Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. If you go to the Shoals area right now, you're kind of shut down. You've been forced to be shut down by the state and local authorities, I assume. What's the plan? When do you expect people to be able to come back and tour your studio there?
We're kind of like right now. You can take a virtual tour on our Facebook page. Throw that out there, but we're going to do it in phases, and we're going to do it very carefully. We care about our visitors, and we care about our staff. We also miss sharing the magic, and so we're ready to do that again. So we'll probably start off with maybe tours by reservation with small groups. and then build our way from there. And masks will be required to come in.
Okay. And again, this is at the Muscle Shoals Sound Studio,
At
technically
3614 Jackson Highway in Sheffield.
in Sheffield. Yeah, you got the Quad Cities, Sheffield, Tuscumbia, Florence, and Muscle Shoals. Marty Rabin actually educated me on the Quad Cities there. I didn't realize that all four are considered cities, but yes, you have that.
Yeah, and then collectively we call ourselves the Shoals.
Yes. Now, Judy, we're likely, if I had to guess, where would I most be able to spot Judy Hood when I'm in the Shoals? I'm going to say probably on the bridge over the Tennessee River, because you sure go across that bridge a lot.
Well, I do because I love my area, and there's so much going on in Colbert and Lauderdale County. My passion is to keep the music dream alive, and also to see our area's cool factor kick up a notch. And that's one reason I was so excited that I was brought on as marketing director for the GunRunner Boutique Hotel.
And that's why you're going across that bridge, because the GunRunner
that is why I'm going across that bridge.
In the heart of Florence, which is a great historic town. By the way, home of the University of North Alabama Lions. And before I forget,
right.
you got to go
birthplace of W.C. Handy.
Yeah, birthplace of W.C. Handy. Sam Phillips also with a large presence, his hometown there in Florence, Alabama. And it's the only place I know of that you don't even have to pay money to go see a couple of lions. They have a lion,
that's right,
whatever it's called, there on the campus of the University of North Alabama. So it's
you play your cards just right, you can get a backstage pass and watch them feed the lions.
I didn't know you could even do that. That's awesome.
Well, it's a rarity. Somebody like you, somebody with your credentials could.
I don't know about that. I'm not married to a rock and roll star like you are. Judy, let's talk about GunRunner. We're going to show our audience here some of the great imagery that you'll find in this boutique hotel, and it is awesome. Tell us about the number of rooms and kind of a little bit of the history of how this thing came about in downtown Florence, Alabama.
I'm slightly biased, but I think GunRunner is, exquisite. Billy Ray Castile, who was he's the owner, and it was his brainchild to have this boutique there. And I would call this hotel Billy Ray's love letter to his community, because there are only 10 rooms in the hotel, and every room celebrates something about our area that's very special. So there's a Billy Reed room to celebrate fashion. There's a single lot record room to celebrate what John Paul White and his team are doing there. And then my personal fave, the Muscle Shoals sound room, which I was happy to help decorate and have fun in there. So in that suite, there's gold records on the wall, and they're all suites. They're all large rooms. There's also a Sam Phillips suite, and a Frank Lloyd Wright suite for those who are into architecture, and some other suites that are kind of dedicated to the history of our area, the Smithsonian and the Glencoe. 7 of our rooms have balconies. The 3 front rooms have balconies that overlook Tennessee Street, which is one of the main thoroughfares in Florence. And the thing about balconies is that makes social distancing very easy.
Is it? Okay.
And for people who are really tired of being cooped up in their houses, the GunRunner is a great place for a staycation, because a lot of people in our area, and I'm sure in a lot of other areas, had to cancel their plans for vacations, and you can come take a staycation at the GunRunner. And with only 10 rooms, social distancing is easy. And we do have a bar with and there's a 3,200 square foot common area. So it's social distancing is easy to achieve at the GunRunner. And it really has become quite an iconic hotel. It was named by Southern Living as one of the 12 must-see boutique hotels in 2019, and also it was named the most unique hotel in the state of Alabama. And I think it's because all the rooms are different, and it has a very eclectic feel to it. No 2 rooms are clearly alike because they're themed, but the whole hotel just has an exceptional vibe. And on any given day, you're liable to see. I mean, we've had Chuck LaBelle from the Stones stay there, and Taylor Hicks, the American Idol winner, there, and And, John Paul hangs out there occasionally, John Paul White, and of course my husband, David, and my stepson, Patterson Hood. But, and it was kind of um, it was the headquarters for Jason Isbell's Shoals Fest that he had last year, where he brought Mavis Staples and Sheryl Crow to town. So it's got a cool factor you're not going to find anywhere else. This is not. I tell people, if you want to just get a room, go to a hotel. If you want an experience, come to the GunRunner.
And it is an experience right there. Again, in downtown Florence, a lovely place regardless. If you haven't been there lately, you need to get to Florence, Alabama. But the GunRunner Hotel really takes it up a notch. As Judy just mentioned, this is not your typical hotel. This is a boutique hotel, and we're spotlighting the GunRunner Boutique Hotel. Go to the website, gunrunnerhotel.com, to learn more. We just showed some images of some of the suites there, and I love how y'all break it down with your different images or different suites with the way you've got a virtual tour there. And as you said, every different suite kind of has a different name, a different theme.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's
and
all.
Something that makes our area special. The GunRunner is in the heart of historic downtown Florence, and so we are within walking distance of really fine restaurants. Billy Reed's flagship store is like a block from the GunRunner. So there's a lot of fun things to see and do. There's live music, of course, in downtown Florence.
Judy, what's the average cost to come there? What's it going to set somebody back to come in for a weekend?
For a week?
Weekend.
A weekend? Yeah. Well, you'd have to look on our website for our rates. It really depends, like any hotel, on the time of year and the day of the week. It's all, and we can certainly be negotiable. One thing that a lot of wedding parties and corporate groups like to do is rent out the whole hotel. And when we do that, you can have the whole hotel, including the bar area and the common area and every minute. And for a wedding party or a reception, it really makes it for a good situation, because not everybody needs to drive after they attend those events.
And I've seen the photos as we just showed everybody on our broadcast here. The
Backstreet Boys partied with us there in late January.
Ah, okay.
For the Alabama Music Hall of Fame show to induct Gary Baker.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that. It looks like you have a great destination. Even if you're not staying at the GunRunner, it looks like you've got a great environment for people to come hang out. It looks like you can come get a nice cold drink.
We've got
there.
A great bar. Also, we have a spa. A year ago, we opened the GunRunner Spa, and it's a full-service spa. It's a med spa and also a luxury spa. So, we offer everything from facials to manicures to Dr. Gallagher, who owns the spas here periodically, to do injectables and that sort of thing. But on a day-to-day basis, you can go down there and leave feeling way more relaxed than when you walked in there. And we'd love for people to give that a try. It's become very popular among our GunRunner guests.
And it's right in the heart of Florence, Alabama, just about an hour and a half south of Nashville, roughly an hour and a half north of Birmingham, not all that far from Huntsville, right in the heart of it all, Florence, Alabama. And you don't just have to come stay at a cheap hotel. You can stay at a real nice hotel. Guys and gals both, hey, the GunRunner Boutique Hotel will get you out of the doghouse. So
yes, it will.
You have got me down. Next time I'm in the doghouse, I've got a direct line to Judy Hood.
You come to Florence, and I will hook you up. We'll put you in the Muscle Shoals sound room and hook you up.
Oh, yeah. And then speaking of Muscle Shoals sound, after I'm out of the doghouse by making Sweetie feel better, I can scoot across that Tennessee River and come see you at the Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. And am I allowed to even record music there?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. We have some recording that goes on. Our mission is primarily to celebrate the legacy, but part of our mission is also to sustain the sound, and so that requires us to do some recording. We do have an amazing studio for recording. Dr. Dre from Beats Electronics gave us a grant to restore the studio, so we were able to do it and spare no expense. And we'll always be grateful to him for that.
Again, mixing in the music heritage of the Shoals as well as great accommodations at GunRunner Boutique Hotel, along with all the other great attractions. It's a fantastic option for you to go to the Alabama Mountain Lakes, and in this case, go to Florence and Muscle Shoals and have a great time. Judy, what are the ways that we can reach you at the GunRunner Hotel?
The best way is probably just to go online, gunrunnerhotel.com, or you can reach out to us on Facebook, and we'll get right back to you. So, just, I guess, use your digital technology, and we're there for you. And our phone number is on our website,
Okay.
and you can also give us a call. Chris, who is our manager, is amazing, and he'll work with you to come up with an affordable vacation. And like I said, right now we're welcoming staycations because we know people within a 100-mile radius are ready to do something besides be in their house.
And that is exactly why we had you on today as part of our spring swing tour of the South, to let people know that the Alabama Mountain Lakes is a perfect option for all y'all to get out of your car and get in your car and get out and see the South, and with the attractions that you have and the scenery and all the other amenities in the Shoals area. Judy, we appreciate you and the Gun Runner for letting us make a virtual tour stop of your place there.
It was my pleasure. We hope y'all will come see us.
Oh, I know that was hard for you to get out. I think you're going to go down as a Southern girl, so I don't.
I had to get your show's name in there somewhere.
Yeah, I like that. Judy, thank you very much. And again, it's GunRunner Hotel on the internet, so go there and check it out, and go take a virtual tour. They put a lot of effort into the virtual tour aspect of their website, and you can see all these great suites and some of the neat things that you'll find in the rooms. And I'm ready to come and stay, and I might not leave, Judy, when I come to Florence.
Well, that's fine too. That's fine.
Well,
all right. You be safe, John.
You be safe too, Judy Hood, everybody, with the GunRunner Boutique Hotel. Well, that will wrap up this conversation about this property in downtown Florence. But we're not wrapped up talking about the Shoals and the rest of North Alabama. After the break, we're going to have a whole nother hour of the Y'all Show. And join us as we're going to be getting some shopping on. We're going to get some barbecue on, as well as we're going to have from Big Bob Gibson's in Decatur. Chris Lilly will be helping us out, talking about his white sauce. All that coming up in our virtual tour, our spring swing tour of the South in the Alabama Mountain Lakes. And all that is coming up right after this.